No, it's just because the studio gets hot, so they get jammed. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. As anyone who's ever met me knows, I'm a stickler for my P's and Q's and etiquette, which is just as well, because today's expert is none other than etiquette guru Drusilla Bayfus. Hello, Drusilla.
Hi.
1 and 2.
We could have... It could be 3 if we were in Paris.
And 3. Let's be in Paris, Drusilla. OK, also on the show are Alex's dad, Mr. Sibley. Richard, hello. Nice to see you. And, of course, PJ. Alex's dad, I'm sure, is a stickler for etiquette. PJ, I'm sure, isn't. Now, most of the complaints we've had have been about the guys' eating habits, including this one from Jonathan and Sarah, saying if my children ate the way they do, they'd be in trouble. It puts me off my dinner. We've had a look, and this is what we've found.
Have you got any bad habits?
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Oh, can I have that one to chew? Honestly, I like chewing them.
Oh, I'm ugly.
You know what? We could have a wee in the shower.
Drusilla, I already am disgusted beyond belief. Before we go any further, I want to look at table manners first. This is a scene from Sunday's first meal after the house was reunited. Johnny cooked this meal. Take a look.
I always wait until everyone's on the
I
table.
know, I should too. Never mind. Well, here's to a good week on the old rich side, isn't it? Good way to start it all off.
I, for one, am disgusted by that, especially by you, PJ.
What's wrong with that?
Johnny cooked the dinner and no one waited for him, bar Alex.
Well, I've been on the poor side for a week. I was starving.
OK, you were starving. OK, only Alex had the courtesy to wait for everyone before he started. I suggest you brought him up to do that, did you, Mr. Sibley?
I did, and I'm sure your parents did too.
They did do, indeed. Drusilla, is it always necessary to wait? What's the protocol here?
Well, the housemates are in a kind of family situation, aren't they? And I don't think that at many family Sunday dinners, should we say, people are going to wait. But there is a sort of art about it, which is, instead of just tackling it as you did immediately...
and 6 others, 5 others.
The technique is just to wait a moment, so that otherwise what tends to happen is that the person that tackles it first is finished and waiting for seconds, whilst the others are being served. But my worry about that whole setting is that I think the real crime is the level of the conversation that's going to follow rather than the table manners.
Right.
I mean, I really think that the housemates could be allowed to be just a bit more intelligent, because they're so obsessed with their own problems all the time. And that's really a real breach of manners, only to be interested in yourself all the time.
I guess that they're in there all the time, aren't they? So, and they don't have any contact with the outside world or any papers or anything. I guess you would get slightly introspective, though, surely.
You would certainly get introspective, but on the other hand, you've got whatever you were doing beforehand. And I realise the restrictions, I realise it's a show, but I just feel it would be that much more exciting.
Brilliant.
If we were now to know a bit more about the way they really were. That's my truthful feeling.
Excellent, Drusilla, and that's what we want. OK, moving on to the delicate subject of breaking wind. Take a look at this.
Pardon? Haven't done that for yonks. Loud.
Top marks for Johnny for bringing back the word yonks into the vocabulary. Richard, PJ, your opinion, is it acceptable to do that in a shared house?
I thought it was quite funny. Whether it's acceptable or not, I don't know. And
No.
I didn't really care in that environment.
Not at all,
No,
says...
it's not. If there are, everyone can have an accident, but you shouldn't deliberately do it, and they were deliberately doing it for a laugh.
Okay.
That's piggish.
OK, Drusilla, the official line.
The official line is not in company. Do
Okay.
your very best not to. And if you do, if you have to, then the less said about it, the better.
What about, Drusilla, in a situation, oh, I don't know, such as this?
Hard. If
What do you think of that, Drusilla? You said
that
he was eating cabbage, is that right? Do you reckon?
No, I think you must have been, because it's a very windy very windy food coming.
Again-
Something like that.
He was just going through the sound barrier.
But when someone needs to, and obviously everyone needs to, Drusilla,
Exactly.
should they go outside? Should they go to the toilet? What's the protocol?
If they have to do it. But my advice is, do your best not to, move away, and whatever you do, don't refer to it. It's not a great subject for conversation, is it?
Right.
Not really, but man got poo, man got poo.
Wow, this is weird. Okay, so I think the protocol we got there is you can rip, but don't rest. Okay, next up, urinating in a shower. Where do you stand on that?
Urinating in a shower. Are you on your own?
Yes.
I think if you're on your own, you can urinate in a shower, so long as you've got a decent shower. And, you know, it's going to be... there's going to be a hell of a lot of water that's going to clean it off.
Absolutely.
If you're shared shower, definitely not.
Of course not, Drusilla.
Exactly.
PJ.
Well, I like to get these ground rules
No,
clear.
and they deserve to be there. PJ, did you at all in the shower?
Yep.
You did?
I've got no problems with it. It comes natural, doesn't it?
Of course it does, but were you on your own?
It's completely... It's not unhygienic at all, you know. You wipe other parts of your body in the shower, it just naturally goes down the plug hole. What's wrong with...
Were you on your own when you did it,
there.
or were you in the company of others?
Well, there was that quarrel between Alex and Johnny. So Johnny definitely did it. I knew there was a few girls that did it as well.
Alison definitely did it too.
Yeah, so there's no problem
But
with that. Not my
you're
book.
doing this solo, aren't you?
Of
You're
course,
not
I
with
didn't
anybody
have a
else.
show with anyone
so
else,
So,
no.
I mean, there we are.
Oh, yeah, I would
there
never-
are limits.
I would
We do
never do it with a
agree.
woman or...
Another 11 people are going to follow you into the shower.
And what
Is
a
that
fitting
polite?
moment to finish this wonderful debate, and I'm sure it's set to run and run. Thank you very much, Drusilla. OK, less than 2 weeks to go in the Big Brother house, but fear not, when it's all over, you've still got this glorious bit to look forward to. All right, now, earlier we asked you to call in, let us know if you think the housemates get a hard time from the press. One person who thinks this is the case is Alex's dad, Mr Sibley, otherwise known as Richard. A week ago, the Sunday People published an article headlined Alex in Porn Photo Scandal. Let's see the pictures. OK, as you can see, this is one of the pictures that the Sunday People published. What's underneath it? It's just an innocuous safe bag of popcorn. Mr Sibley, you were enraged about this. What's your side of the story?
Well, this could, frankly, almost ruin Alexander's career, couldn't it? If people read the headline and didn't see inside what was actually there. What they really do here, you know, is this. Look, here you see Alex's short, fat dad. Here's Alex's short, fat dad in a porn photo. Now, isn't this just cheating their customers and lying about Alexander? Don't take my word for it. They lifted these photographs from FHM Germany. This is what their photo editor said to me. We can assure you that the models were always dressed the whole time. The whole story of Alex allegedly posing for porn pictures is disgusting and not at all true. Not only have the Sunday People made up the whole story, they use pictures clearly out of context and in breach of copyright. How much bigger scoundrels do you need?
OK, camera's over there, by the way. OK, the Sunday People declined to send a representative. We invited them down to the show, Richard. They did issue this statement.
Cowards as well.
We're perfectly happy with the way in which the pictures were used. In fact, given their nature, we did not feel able to publish all of them. We are also more than happy for the viewers to make up their own minds about the originals.
OK, I'm sure that's set to run and run, and either the Sunday People or indeed Dom Jolly, I'm sure you'd like to set up a boxing match.
You mean dumb, don't you?
No, not again, please. OK, asking you to call in whether you think the housemates are getting a hard time off the press, or whether they should just go in the house and they know exactly what to expect. Loads of calls, so let's hit them straight away. Tracy from Herefordshire. Hello, Tracy.
Hi, hello, Dermot.
You all right?
Hi, PJ.
Hello, Tracy.
What's your opinion, Tracy?
Well, I just feel that in general that the press are giving certain members of the House a hard time, especially Jade. I think personal attacks on her looks and things like that I think are totally unjust. And just silly things like, you know, where PJ's going to be working and things like that. Just certain inaccuracies about the viewing. I mean, we're all sitting here watching it 24/7. It'd be nice if they could get it right.
Boyd, when you pick up a paper and, you know, and you're a journalist, when you pick up a paper and you read a very funny pun, you know, a good headline, do you think very clever, or do you think, I think that's slightly out of order?
No, I think if it's being deliberately misleading, like the case that we've just been talking about, or the incredibly kind of horrible stuff about Jade, no, I just think it's terrible. I think that papers can deliberately take a line that they know deep down is completely trying to sway the readers in an unfair way, and I think that has happened definitely with Jade. And I think the tide's turning with her. I think by the time she comes out, who knows, she might make it to the final four. I think people will make up their own mind, like the caller. I think people will start to like her. I think she'll get a lot of cheers when she comes out.
OK, very briefly, we've only got about a minute left. Des from Torquay. Hello, Des.
Hi.
Go for it.
Hi, well, I'm amazed by what's being said. I'm not standing up for any lies and made-up stories, but come on. It's the third series. You know, everyone knows it comes with the territory when they go in. You know, 2 past contestants are writing for Sunday Weekly. You know, all the contestants get involved with the media when they come out, whether it be the tabloids or fashion magazines.
Let me just get PJ's reaction to that. What do you think?
Yeah, I knew about that. I knew the whole score before I went in, but it still doesn't mean that we can't be upset by what's written about us.
PJ, thank you very much. Richard, thank you very much. No, you can't, because we've only got 5 seconds left. It is a shame, but we're back tomorrow, 7 o'clock E4 with Lamone. See you then. Take care, bye.